Hello, space explorers. Today, August 23, 2025, marks the dawn of a new era in space exploration. A new space race is underway, bigger and more ambitious than ever. The United States and China are the main contenders, each with bold plans for the moon. This isn't just about flags or footprints, it's about science, technology, and the future of humanity. The stakes are high. Both nations aim to build permanent lunar bases and use the moon as a springboard to Mars. The technologies developed could revolutionize life on Earth. Think new materials, energy sources, and problem-solving methods. This race is inspiring a new generation of scientists and dreamers worldwide. For decades, the US led in space, but China's rapid progress is changing the dynamic. Both countries are targeting human lunar landings before 2030. The journey will be filled with challenges and triumphs, but the quest to return to the moon is pushing humanity forward. The world is watching as this cosmic drama unfolds. It's a grand adventure, reminding us what's possible when we reach for the stars. China's goal is clear land taikonauts on the moon before 2030. Their space program is methodical, well-funded, and focused on steady progress. Robotic missions like ChinaVsSpaceX, which collected samples from the moon's far side, have showcased China's capabilities. Each mission builds on the last, avoiding major setbacks and building momentum. Unlike the shifting priorities elsewhere, China's approach is consistent and long-term. Their timeline now directly competes with the US Artemis program, which has faced delays. A successful Chinese lunar landing would be a huge source of national pride and global influence. China's ambitions go beyond a single landing. They plan a permanent international lunar research station with Russia by 2035. Their vision, not just to visit but to stay, using the moon for science, resources, and as a training ground for Mars. This long-term strategy makes China's lunar program a formidable force in the new space race. The lunar lander is crucial for any moon mission. China's Lunar lander, meaning embrace the moon, recently passed a major test, simulating lunar gravity and landing procedures. This comprehensive trial proved their hardware works, not just on paper. Lunar is designed for 2 astronauts and a rover, with redundant engines for safety. This milestone clears a major hurdle for China's lunar ambitions. With the lander's success, China is on track for a crewed moon landing before 2030. While rockets get the headlines, this lander test is a game-changer. Chinese taikonauts walking on the moon now feels more real than ever. 3 technologies are key for lunar missions: a powerful rocket, a crew capsule, and a lunar lander. China's system includes the Long March 10th rocket Mengzhou spacecraft and Lunar lander. The Long March 10th is a heavy-lift rocket launching 2 vehicles per mission, one for the lander, one for the crew. This 2-launch strategy avoids the need for a single massive rocket. The Mengzhou capsule is reusable, carrying up to 3 astronauts to lunar orbit. In orbit, Mengzhou docks with Lunar. 2 taikonauts descend to the surface while 1 remains in orbit. After their mission, the lander's ascent stage returns the crew to Mengzhou. The team then heads home to Earth. This integrated system is practical, efficient, and ready for the next giant leap. China's plan is detailed and well-coordinated, positioning them as serious contenders. The US Artemis program aims for a sustainable human presence on the moon. Artemis I proved the SLS rocket and Orion capsule work, but delays have followed. Artemis II, the first crewed flyby, is now set for April 2026. Artemis III, targeting a 2027 landing, faces uncertainty, mainly due to the new lunar lander developed by SpaceX. Unlike China's in-house approach, NASA relies on commercial partners, adding complexity. The gap between US and Chinese landing dates is shrinking, making the race tighter. The pressure is on for NASA and its partners to deliver. Artemis I showed what's possible, but the path back to the moon is proving challenging. SpaceX's Starship is revolutionizing space travel. Fully reusable, super heavy lift, and designed for both the moon and Mars. NASA has chosen a modified Starship as the Artemis III lunar lander, making the US lunar return dependent on SpaceX's progress. Starship's huge payload could transform lunar exploration, enabling larger habitats and equipment. SpaceX's ambitions go further. Elon Musk aims for Mars, with uncrewed missions as early as 2026, and crewed landings in the early 2030s. International interest is growing. Italy has booked a payload for a future Mars mission. SpaceX's dual focus gives the US a unique edge, blending government and commercial innovation. If Starship succeeds, it could accelerate America's return to the moon and open the door to Mars. China's methodical approach is strong, but SpaceX's speed and ambition could tip the balance. The outcome of Starship's development will shape the future of space exploration. The stakes have never been higher. This new space race is more than a contest. It impacts everyone on Earth. Technologies developed for Moon and Mars missions will drive innovation in energy, medicine, robotics, and more. The challenge inspires young people to pursue science and engineering, fueling progress on Earth's biggest problems. Images of astronauts on the Moon, American or Chinese, will spark global imagination. The nations leading this race will help set the rules for space exploration and resource use. Establishing a lunar presence could unlock resources and make deep space exploration possible. The country that masters the Moon will hold a strategic advantage for generations. This is about humanity's future as a multi-planetary species. The next 5 years will decide who leads this new era, so who do you think will win the race to the Moon and beyond?